Continuing coverage right now at 6, another stunning development today in the ongoing scandal at the West Virginia Supreme Court.
A second justice is now facing a federal criminal charge, but he's already agreed to plead guilty. 7 News West Virginia political reporter Mark Curtis has more from federal court.
There is no such thing as a little bit of public corruption.
United States Attorney for the Southern District of West Virginia, Mike Stewart, held a news conference Tuesday morning. He announced that retired West Virginia Supreme Court Justice Menace Ketchum has agreed to plead guilty to 1 federal count of wire fraud. Ketchum used a state Supreme Court vehicle for personal use and also refueled the car on a state credit card, again for personal use and not on court business.
He agreed to plead guilty. Justice Ketchum did the right thing for doing the wrong thing. Justice Ketchum stepped up and owned his illegal activity. The charge underlying Justice Ketchum's guilty plea carries a penalty of up to 20 years in federal prison.
The U.S. Attorney would not say what former Justice Ketchum had negotiated as part of his plea agreement. Ketchum was not in court Tuesday, but could be later this week. He resigned from the bench last Friday. Suspended Justice Alan Lawfrey is also facing a 23-count federal indictment in the scandal over Supreme Court spending.
I would hope that Justice Lawfrey would follow suit and that he would also resign, and we could all put this behind us.
Even though retired Justice Ketchum will plead guilty to 1 federal count, a cloud still hangs over the court over millions in lavish spending on furnishings, picture frames, and catered meals.
The worst casualty in all of this is the public's trust in the judiciary.
And this helps restore it?
I think this is one small step.
House impeachment hearings that could target the 4 remaining justices resume on Monday. Even though a former justice and a suspended justice are now facing federal criminal charges, the U.S. Attorney says the investigation of the West Virginia Supreme Court is by no means over. At the U.S. District Courthouse in downtown Charleston, Mark Curtis, 7 News.
All right, Mark, thank you. And the U.S. Attorney did say today that the retired Justice Ketchum has been very cooperative, but would not say if he'd recommend a lenient sentence because of that cooperation. Well, some good